I think what has our biggest takeaway from the season so far is we are a lot better defensively than we had been last year. And that's a huge part of the game for us. And that's kind of our focus. We pressed a little bit. We didn't press against Barrow as much, but we definitely, being a little bit smaller, we want to try to speed the game up and get some teams to have to face some pressure and hopefully get our smaller guards some hands on the ball and some deflections to create some havoc defensively.
But in watching your team play, there was a time during the game in the second half when momentum was a tangible thing. And I wonder what your thoughts are on momentum.
I mean, like I said, our kids are pretty confident in going on some runs. And usually when we do go on a run, it's a pretty drastic run. And, momentum plays are a big part of the game. We're big on trying to take charges. We think that's a big momentum play. We like to try to push the ball in transition. We think if we can get the ball out quickly and get it up the floor, that can change some momentum. But I think one of the biggest momentum plays in high school basketball is a open three-pointer. And so we really try to move the ball and make the extra passes to find great shots, not just good shots around the three-point line. And that can definitely, add some momentum if you hit a couple of threes and you're down 12 and now you're down 6 with a couple stops. So I think momentum, especially in high school kids, can, one team gets momentum, the other team loses some confidence and tries to start playing a little bit slower, which maybe Barrow hadn't been doing in that game. They had been playing at a pretty fast pace. And once we got some momentum, it had to slow them down a little bit. And I think ultimately that's what led to our overtime victory. Are we going to be on our heels because this team, where first round, is playing from Florida, or are we going to come out and be ready to compete? So we're excited to get that opportunity. We're excited to be in the Alaska Airlines Classic, as it's my favorite tournament that the state of Alaska puts on. And so we're going to be excited to be there, but we're not just happy to be there. We are going to try to compete to the best of our ability.